Genesis 9, starting at verse 7. And you be ye fruitful and multiply, bring forth abundantly in the earth, and multiply therein. And God spake unto Noah and to his sons with him, saying, And I, behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, right? And with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, and of the cattle, and of the beasts of the earth with you, from all that go out of the ark, and to every beast of the earth. And I will establish my covenant with you, neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood, neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. Alright, so be fruitful and multiply. Be fruitful and multiply. That's what we seeing, right? Let's go back. Genesis chapter 1, verse 11. See, because even the plants, right, and the herb that had seed, listen to the Father, right? Genesis chapter 1, verse 11. And God said, Let the earth bring forth grass, and the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth, and it was so. Right? So, and give me Exodus 1 and 7. Right. So, we dealing with being fruitful and multiply often throughout the scriptures, because constantly what we're seeing is a need to be fruitful and multiply. Alright, so Exodus 1 and 7. Alright, so this is after all the children had passed away, right? The 12 sons of Jacob, this is after all they passed away. Like, let's start at verse 1 so y'all can see what is going on. Right, so now these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Every man and his household came with Jacob: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, right, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls, right? For Joseph was in Egypt already. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation. And the children of Israel were fruitful, and increased abundantly, and multiplied, and waxed exceedingly mightily, and the land was filled with them. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. All right, so this knew not right here is, I want to type time that he knew not Joseph because he ain't know him personally. He also knew not Joseph because he was from another nation. So that's what that means, knew not. I'm going to bring that out in another precept so you can understand what I'm talking about. And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when they falleth out any war, that they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. All right, so going back to Genesis chapter 28, right, starting at verse 1. And Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and charged him and said unto him, Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. All right, we've seen that already in Deuteronomy chapter 7, verses 1 through 3, right? Arise, go to Paddan Aram, to the house of Bethuel, thy mother's father, and take thee a wife from thence of the daughters of Laban, thy mother's brother, right? Verse 3, this is the important verse. This is what the study is about. And God Almighty bless thee and make thee fruitful and multiply thee, that thou mayest be a multitude of people, right? So it's important, once again, over and over, that we are fruitful and multiply, right? That is our job. That's who we supposed to be. We're supposed to be fruitful and multiply, right? That is part of the law of first mention. So these abortions, like, that's a no-no. You know what I'm saying? Empty fornication, that's a no-no, right? If being fruitful and multiply is not a practice, then we don't see the 144,000 that we see in Revelations. We don't see that without the obedience of be fruitful and multiply in Genesis, without the obedience of be fruitful and multiply in Exodus, and so on and so forth.